Hey friends, I'm back again with a new video. I'm kind of getting back into my roots. I'm doing something trade skill related because if you've seen some of my older videos, I emphasized wanting to do trade skill stuff because I haven't seen a whole lot of other content creators showing trade skill things. And yeah, if you're familiar, you can look up items on EQ Traders. But if you're like me, you may have missed some of the most awesomest of recipes um, because you were busy doing this over here, or you just haven't heard of it, you haven't seen it. Maybe you didn't realize it was a trade skill item. You might have thought it was quested or something, and you just couldn't be bothered to look it up. So I'm here to just throw random, trade skill things out to the public to show, hey, you can make this. So today is going to be an awesome item that I've always really liked, and I didn't really know that it was a trade skill item back in the day. When I'd see them for cheap, I'd always grab them up in the bazaar because they're so useful. And what was it? It was an awesome weight reduction bag, and it was 100% weight reduction. And for this, you'll need a halfling. It doesn't really matter what class you make them, but it could help making a halfling that is a druid or a ranger because they come with the foraging ability. But if you don't want to make a druid or a ranger, you're gonna probably need one if it's an alt or something. But this is a halfling cultural item. Only a halfling can make this bag, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to start off here as a halfling. This is actually a rogue, so they don't usually get foraging to start, until you start getting AA abilities. But I did buy, I said I have a buyer in the bazaar who bought a lot of the ingredients that I need. And I also have other alts that are rangers and stuff that help. But you could start just by making a ranger or a druid right away. That's a halfling. First, you want to start foraging in Misty Thicket, and you want to try to score one of these. Actually, you need more than one. You're going to need Misty Acorns. You're going to want a whole bunch of them because you're going to need at least one for every bag that you want to make. Every bag that you want to construct, you're going to need a Misty Acorn. What do you do with the Misty Acorn? You're going to need to build up your brewing skill a little bit because you make acorn oil. And that is combining the Misty Acorn and a flask of water in a brew barrel. So again, you're going to need to have a decent skill in brewing, but your main skill is going to have to be tailoring. You have to get your tailoring up to like 250 or higher to, because you don't want to keep failing because this is it's a big pain in the ass to make this item. You're also going to need to construct a veil sewing kit. Again, a veil sewing kit can only be made by halflings, and it is their cultural sewing kit. Another thing you need a lot of tufts of dire wolf fur. Dire wolf fur is usually foraged. A great place to go for that is the city. It's like a dwarven city of Thurgadin on the Velius continent. And, it's a good city. But I think you can even be evil and still, get in there. I'm not sure. You might need to kill a bunch of ice giants or frost giants or whatever to build up faction with the dwarves so they let you in. Or you could just hide and sneak and just stay by the entrance and forage all day and get some of these. Or like I said, you could set up a buyer in the bazaar and buy a bunch of tufts of dire wolf fur, which is where I think I got a lot of these. So let's get to it. Oh, you're also going to need an embroidering needle. Not sure if you need the simple sewing needle. You might. purified water, you need an infused platinum thread. And that is something I believe you have to also make. You buy platinum thread and it needs to be infused, possibly with the purified water, something like that. I will put up the full recipe in the end. Mostly I'm just keen on making this sack. Now, there's an important thing I want everybody to know. There are two Leatherfoot bags, okay? There is the Leatherfoot backpack, which has a lower trivial skill at 236. This is only an 8 slotted bag. So if you're fine with an 8 slotted bag, then yeah, go for it. You'll need a little bit less dire wolf fur for it. But the one we really want is the Leatherfoot Haversack. This is 100% weight reduction. It's 10 slots, size cap giant. You know, it only weighs 0.6. So it's a great bag, great for monks and stuff like that. Sure, you know, you've got like the marketplace over here where you can get bags and stuff like this, where it's, you know, capacity 28, stuff like that. Really outrageous bags. But if you don't want to spend your real life money, you can make these. Also, you know, you can trade and sell these in the bazaar. So you can make it on your halfling and sell it to other players. So let's get to making this bag. First of all, it starts off with, you know, tufts of direwolf fur, okay? So we're going to get the okay, the tufts of direwolf fur and the embroidery needle are combined. You need 3 of these and 1 needle for the patch of direwolf fur. So we'll make a few of these. Okay, we made 3. And then you're going to make a I believe it's a swatch. Oh no, it's, sorry, woven direwolf fur. So you take 3 patches. So you take 3 tufts and you make a patch. You take 3 patches and you make woven direwolf fur. So as you see, patch of direwolf fur, you need 3 of them. So you combine that. And now you have your woven direwolf fur. And what you need is 4 woven direwolf furs and 3 of the infused platinum threads and 1 bottle of acorn oil. And you combine that to make your Leatherfoot Haversack. So let's make an empty slot here. So if we succeed, there we go, boom, we made our Leatherfoot Haversack. Look at this beautiful bag. Hey Beavis, check out my sack. Here we go. So for you know, anybody that has trouble with weight reduction, casters, you know, they don't always have the best of strength, and monks, of course. 100% weight reduction, 10 slots, capacity, you know, a capsized giant. It's a great bag. Again, let's, you know, do it one more time. We'll combine some of these. You know, and as you see, you know, it's not no trade. You could trade it and sell it to people in the bazaar on whatever server you're on. Excuse me. Sorry, I had some chili and I keep burping. And I try not to do that stuff on camera. Okay, so we got some of that. So let's do some woven direwolf furs. Okay. And let's see if we got enough. Okay, we can make one more haversack. Boom. Got another one. So, you know, you could sell these. I'm not sure what they sell for right now. Let's take a look. So this is the bazaar window. I think you can access the listings from any zone. I don't think you have to be in the bazaar for it. So I don't think there's any on sale right now. I'm just typing like a generic word just to see. Okay, so it is working. Because you see I typed in back and I've got things that showed up. But I type in Leatherfoot and nothing shows up. No Leatherfoot haversacks or backpacks are on sale. So I could probably make a decent amount of money trying to sell this, considering nobody's got them for sale right now. So again, you have to have a veil sewing kit. You have to be a halfling. And again, you need infused platinum thread. You need a whole bunch of tufts of direwolf fur. You got to get your misty acorns from the misty thickets. Remember, the direwolf fur you could forage in Thurgadin, so at least you could just sit there all day and not be in danger. You can even make yourself like 2 or 3 different accounts and just all rangers and just sitting there foraging for a few hours. Whatever it takes. You know, if you want to try to make this bag, it can be useful to you. Maybe, you know, sell them in the bazaar or whatever. Just thought it was a cool bag to do a little quick tutorial on. I will try to link some of the pages from EQ Traders so you can see all what you need and how it's made. Because, you, like I said, you got to make your sewing kit too, I believe. So, good luck, happy crafting, have a great day, and a wonderful tomorrow.